In tonight's Project Seattle report, a short-term fix for the homeless crisis or a shanty town in the making. A Seattle City Council member wants to explore the idea of a sanctioned encampment to help people living on the streets.
Tonight, we look at the idea of designating a space where homeless people can legally set up tents in a managed setting and get connected to services. KOMO's Joel Marino's live in Seattle with an approach that presents opportunities as well as challenges. Joel?
I'm Marion Preston. Unregulated camping like what's going on behind me, it typically doesn't help the neighborhood or the people living in those tents. Well, Councilmember Joy Hollingsworth wants better outcomes and says a city-sanctioned encampment is worth a try.
I am not proposing an encampment where it's just free for all.
As part of budget negotiations, Seattle City Councilmember Joy Hollingsworth has a series of investments in mind, including designating a site for a homeless camp.
And I want to see more of a coordinated response from our city regarding this, understanding that, finding land is really difficult in our city.
Instead of unauthorized encampments, Hollingsworth says the city could manage a location with restrooms, security, case management, and mobile drug treatment.
A lot of people say, well, people need long-term housing. Well, that's a long time to build. So while we're waiting for those structures to be in place, housing to be built, let's get people into shelter right now.
A dozen years ago, a sanctioned encampment called Nicholsville turned disastrous and was cleared. But Tent City 3 has been active for decades. Some homeless advocates say instead of sweeps, sanctioned encampments are the way to go.
The main thing is that we need to have a place where people can continue to live stably and safely and continue to receive the services that actually get them on a pathway to housing.
Hollingsworth also wants to provide that stability, but says the city's parks will remain off limits.
We can't have people in parks that are using drugs around kids, foil, needles. You can't have that.
Hollingsworth also wants more crisis responders on Capitol Hill and safety improvements where a behavioral health center will go. A sanctioned encampment is just one part of her approach.
This isn't a long-term solution at all. This is something that is like on the pathway to housing.
Now, Hollingsworth says she will issue a statement of legislative intent to call for a study on what a sanctioned encampment could look like. She doesn't have a dollar figure right now as the budget negotiations continue. Marion Preston.
Joel, a lot of people in Seattle do remember Nicholsville. They know about Tent City 3. Do you know if any other cities operate sanctioned encampments?
Yeah, so I'm not aware of any others in Washington State, but San Jose in California, they established a city-sanctioned encampment this past summer, and it can accommodate more than 50 people. It provides things like meals, showers, security, and case management. However, it is meant to be temporary and part of a move to get people into more permanent housing. Mary?
Joel.